You rush like dawn with burning feet. No need for maps, just forward heat. 100 doors, I'll call your name. You never ask, you just inflame. The stars say go, but slow your flame. Not every fire plays the same. A moment missed can leave a mark. Even light can lose the dark. You were born to spark the sky, to crash, to rise, to ask no why. But hold your breath when winds grow wild. The storm still listens to the mild. Keep your edge, but learn to bend. Every blaze must find its end. You chase the truth with open hands, but trample roots in softer lands. Some love you loud, some love you still. You burn them all with willful thrill. Your passion speaks but doesn't hear. Sometimes the loudest sound is fear. Not every yes is meant for you. Not every mountain wants your view. You were born to spark the sky, to crash, to rise, to ask no why. But hold your breath when winds grow wild. A storm still listens to the mild. Keep your edge, but learn to bend. Every blaze must find its end. Your strength is pure, your fire true. But peace may look like nothing new. The bravest step you've never tried is stopping once and staying wide. You're not a failure when you wait. You're not too slow if you hesitate. Even stars can choose their pace. Even fire finds its grace. But in the end, it's your choice. Now it's up to you. Patience never walks alone. It grows the quiet into stone. You carry calm like sacred weight, not early, never truly late. The stars may turn, the winds may bend, but you'll endure until the end. And though the world forgets your name, you'll leave the shape, not just the flame. The flame. A whisper held becomes your vow. You hold the present, not the how. You won't be first to raise your voice, but still your silence carves a choice. And when the noise begins again, you'll still be here steady. When all others run, you stay and feel, because you knew what's truly real. You speak in riddles, twist the air. 100 thoughts, you're unaware. 1 foot ahead, 1 eye behind. You're both the seeker and the sign. They try to keep you in a frame, but every day you change your name. The world is words, and you're the script. A true free frost, a mask well lipped. You're the voice inside the spin, a question asked beneath the skin. You shift, you split, you dance, you dive. 1,000 ways you stay alive. No need to choose, just one clear line. You live in layers by design. You gather stories as they fall. A moment's glance, you catch it all. A mirror held, but slightly bent. You speak for thoughts they never meant. Too fast for fear, too light for blame. You spark the chaos, name the flame. They think you flee, you just explore. You leave through windows, not through doors. You're the voice inside the spin, a question asked beneath the skin. You shift, you split, you dance, you dive. 1,000 ways you stay alive. No need to choose, just one clear line. You live in layers by design. You're not the lie, you're just the twist. A truth they missed, but still insist. You're not unsure, you're just aware that everything is always there. pull. Your silence speaks, your depth is full. You feel the room before you speak. You guard the strong, protect the weak. They call you soft, they never see the steel it takes to feel so free. You don't explode, you don't pretend. You gather pain and make it mend. You hold the world inside your shell. The tears, the joy, you wear them well. You don't forget, you don't let go. But still you learn to heal and grow. Your love is slow, your rage is rare, but no one loves the way you care. You turn away before you break, but even silence leaves a wake. You carry homes inside your chest and build a haven with your rest. They think you're gone when you retreat, but safety's more than just a feat. You're not afraid to feel too much. You turn the storm into a touch. You hold the world inside your shell. The tears, the joy, you wear them well. You don't forget, you don't let go. But still you learn to heal and grow. Your love is slow, your rage is rare, but no one loves the way you care. You're not the waves, you are the sea, the kind of calm that sets you free. You're not too much, you're just enough. A little raw, a lot of love. And when the world begins to sink, you'll be the place they stop to think. Not loud, not fast, but always near. The voice they need, the one they hear. You walk like light, no need to speak. The room will turn, the silence creaks. You're not just seen, you're recognized. A fire born to mesmerize. They call it pride, you call it soul. You take the stage, you own the role. You don't compete, you radiate and turn their doubt into your fate. You shine without asking for a crown. Even in storms, you won't drown. You lift with laughter, burn with grace. You make the world a warmer place. But even stars must rest their flame and learn their worth without a claim. You're made to lead, but not command. You hold the world with open hands. You heal with presence, hurt with glance. A single look becomes a stance. They'll follow just to feel your heat, but don't let praise make you repeat. You're more than charm, more than display. You're who you are, not who they say. You shine without asking for a crown. Even in storms, you won't drown. You lift with laughter, burn with grace. You make the world a warmer the cracks before they grow. You count the quiet no one shows. You speak in patterns, pause and lines. You hold the space between the signs. They think you plan, but you protect. You fix the things they all neglect. While others guess, you simply know. You move where gentle truths can grow. You clean the mess without a sound. You hold the world from breaking down. You carry weight they never see and call it care so carefully. But when the noise becomes too loud, you heal yourself beneath a cloud. You don't need praise, just something clear. A reason why a thought's sincere. You fold your heart in quiet sheets and mark your love in smallest beats. They rush ahead, you walk in thought. You offer peace they never sought. You break apart to build again and do it all without amen. You clean the mess without a sound. You hold the world from breaking down. You carry weight they never see and call it care so carefully. But when the noise becomes too loud, you heal yourself beneath a cloud. You're not the spark, you are the soil. You turn the ache into the oil that moves the ones too fast to feel and shows them slow is how we heal. So when your hands begin to shake, remember all the space you make. You are not small, you're just precise. The kind of quiet that saves twice. You walk the line no one can see between the truth and what should be. You hear both sides and hold them near. You fight with calm, you doubt with fear. They ask for peace, then pull apart. You mend the break with aching heart. You're not unsure, you're just aware that choosing means you have to care. You hold the scale but not the weight. You wait too long, then it's too late. You crave a world that makes more sense, where love is kind and words are dense, but harmony can still be trade when silence takes your voice away. You're made of mirrors, moon and glass, reflecting feelings others pass. You wear a smile like polished gold, but underneath you're never cold. They think you float, but you're the thread that ties the things they left unsaid. You're not the storm, you calm its sound, but still you wish you'd stood your ground. You hold the scale but not the weight. what you said. Not in between, not in disguise, but in the gaze that never lies. So when the world begins to pull, don't be afraid to choose it full. You're not just here to balance two, you're meant to be the center too. You don't reveal, you pull them in, a silent tie beneath the skin. They think you're calm, but you consume a quiet force inside the room. You feel what others try to hide. You never blink, you never slide. But when you love so deep, it wakes the things they tried to keep. You're the secret they avoid, the echo they can't quite destroy. You don't forgive, but you can burn and turn the end into return. You hold the pain, then make it pure. You cut to heal and then endure. Your silence isn't built from fear, it's made from truth too sharp to hear. You watch them lie and let it pass. You save your sting for when it lasts. They call you cold, they call you cruel, but you're the one who knows the rules. You don't explode, you don't pretend. You calculate where others been. You're the secret they avoid, the echo they can't quite destroy. You don't forgive, but you can burn and turn the end into return. You hold the pain, then make it pure. You cut to heal and then endure. You shed your skin, but never soul. You lose to rise, then take control. And though they feel the way you feel, you are the wound that learns to heal. So if they try to look away, they'll find you more in what they say. You're not the storm, you're what it keeps. The truth that bites but never sleeps. You know the feel and pity soul. You run before the map is drawn. No place too far, no dream too gone. You chase the stars with open hands and build your home on shifting sense. They ask for proof, you ask for air. You'd rather go than just prepare. You trust the road, not where it ends. You find the truth in how it bends. You aim for more than what you see, a question dressed in certainty. You're not afraid to leave, to lose. You never wait, you always choose. You learn by breaking every frame. You play the fire, not the flame. You laugh at walls, you skip the lines. Your joy is loud, your hurt refines. They see a joke, you see the thread that leads to things they've never said. They call you wild, you call it free. You're not a bird, you are the breeze. You leave not 'cause you're gone too soon, but 'cause your heart outgrew the room. You aim for more than what you see, a question dressed in certainty. You're not afraid to leave, to lose. You never wait, you always choose. You learn by breaking every frame. You play the fire, not the flame. You love in motion, dream in speed, but still return to where hearts bleed. You joke, you cheer, you shoot, you roam, but somehow always bring it home. And when they ask what path you knew, you'll smile and say, I followed true. Not to the end or to the plan, but to the pulse of who I am. You start where others hesitate. No rush to shine, no need for fate. You climb the slope they call too steep, and build your dreams while they still sleep. They never see how far you plan. You move with stone inside your hand. You take the hit, you hold the line. You work in silence, shaping time. You rise without a need to shout. You figure every shadow out, while others burn path you choose is carved with care. Each stone you place it there. Not for applause or fleeting fame, but for a life that speaks your name. And when the world begins to sway, you'll still be walking your own way. Not faster, louder, or more bright, but strong enough to hold the night. You think in shapes the world won't name. You see the rules, then shift the game. Too far ahead, too wide to frame. A signal wrapped in gentle flame. You walk alone, but never lost. You bear your truth despite the cost. You don't belong, and that's your sign. You draw your maps outside the line. You are the change they fear to try. The future staring through the sky. You speak in code, you speak in stars, and leave your questions in their scars. You don't just break, you redesign. The silence left when worlds align. You hold your love in quiet ways, not made for warmth, but still you blaze. They call you strange, they call you cold, but you're the fire that won't be told. You won't be tamed, you won't be bent. You build what hasn't happened yet. And while they mimic, copy, chase, you're already in another place. You are the change they fear to try. The future staring through the sky. You speak in code, you speak in stars, and leave your questions in their scars. You don't just break, you redesign. The silence left when worlds align. You love like wind that shakes the tree. You care too deep to beg or plead. You're not aloof, you're just too true to dim your light for someone's view. So when they say you don't make sense, you'll smile and bend the consequence. Not here to fit or embrace. You love like water, wide and deep. You dance through joy, you drown in grief. You break but no one hears the sound. You're always lost yet always found. You heal by being torn apart and paint the cracks inside your heart. You float through dreams you never chose and feel the pain the whole world knows. But still you sing and still you stay and give yourself to wash away. They call you weak, they call you strange, but you were born to bend, not change. You carry oceans in your chest and let the world lie down and rest. You love like water, wide and deep. You dance through joy, you drown in grief. You break but no one hears the sound. You're always lost yet always found. You heal by being torn apart and paint the cracks inside your heart. You're not a wave, you are the sea. Too wide for walls, too wild to be. And when you're still, you hold the tide that pulls the world from deep inside. So if they say you feel too much, just let them drift, don't clutch, don't